You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. Like and subscribe for more.
Hey, hi Homeworthy. Welcome to my place in New York City. I'm Hillary, come on in. I'm Hillary Wallace, and you're on the Upper West Side, and I am sitting next to the fabulous Finnegan Elton Wallace. He got his name, my son James named him Finn from the movie Sharknado, and my daughter named him Elton because she got to pick his name as well, and that's how he got his name, and he is our everything. I am an interior designer, and I moved to New York 20 plus years ago, and I moved out here to find my passion of interior design. And I started working at Ralph Lauren, and we started the interior design department, and it was fabulous. I worked there for 7 years, and then after working there, I left and started my own design firm. So this is a townhouse. It was built in 1895. There are 7 floors, which is great, but it keeps you in shape. And it's a really little, it's thin, it's only 19 wide, which is great, but it's narrow, but it's nice, but it gets a lot of light. It's more of a contemporary inside, but from the outside, it's traditional. But that's what's great about it. It's got a really great yin-yang. You know what I mean by that? Because the back is glass, which is different than a lot of townhouses. So for most townhouses, you walk in and the stairwell's right when you walk in, so it's dark. For this one, the stairwell's in the back and it's open. And that's why it gets great light. And that's what I really love about that. So what we did for this townhouse is we made it more traditional with the contemporary twist. So if you notice, we'll walk through it a little bit later, we made it more of a loft-like in here. And that's what's really cool about this place, and that's what I really like about it. So when you walk in, it's like this element of surprise versus other townhouses, and that's what I really like about it, and we'll walk through it a little bit later, and I'll show you guys. Before I take you into my house, I want to tell you about my stoop, which is super important because it leads you into the house, and it's the first thing you see. And if you can see, I have it decorated, and I always have something important here. So right now you can tell it's about the holidays. And look how beautiful this is. You walk up and you have the nutcrackers greeting you, and at 5 o'clock, everything lights up. And I'm telling you, you could see this place from the moon. I have so many lights. As you see, if you look all the way up, there's stars, and we have the wreaths that light up, and it's brilliantly beautiful. You really need to check it out when it lights up. So we take you down over here, and you come down here, and all of these light up. The trees light up, these light up, and look how pretty these are, how dainty these little stars are. Then you come down here, and still everything lights up. Oh, and look who we have, our little elf, Will Ferrell, woo! And he's gonna be getting a friend in the next couple days. You guys will have to come check it out. I love decorating for the holidays because it makes everyone really happy, and it's super cheerful, and well, I always have to be creative, and I love the design of it, and I love making everyone happy. I kind of feel like I live on, I have to say, I feel like I live on Sesame Street. I know all my neighbors, it brings people together, and it brings a lot of joy, and I think it's really important. And everyone gets to know everybody, people sit on the stoop, and we talk about it, and it just is a great way to bring people together, and it's awesome. That's why I like to do it. So we are in my parlor, which I just love to say. It just feels so grand, and I feel like I'm in the turn of the century, which just really makes me so happy. I love this room. We have no TV in here, and this is really the soul of the house. Well, actually this whole floor. But this room generates for many purposes. This chair actually is my favorite. I'm gonna sit in it. So this chair generates for sitting in this room, for sitting, talking to this people, or I can come here and talk to these people, or even in the kitchen. But it's even this part. Now we are in the entry if you want to put your shoes on and saying goodbye to people. So I love this chair. I got this in New Orleans, and I just think it's the coolest chair because it's comfortable for everyone. So I call this the multi-purpose chair. So you can do a lot in this chair, and my kids love this chair. So this is like my #1 chair right here. And this is beautiful Fortuny, and it takes a beating. And look at this Fortuny. I mean, look how fabulous. I mean, you can't beat this chair, right? So I love this chair. So we're gonna put it back in place. Oh, and let's talk about the detail on this pillow. Look at this. I got this trim when I was hiking in Nepal. Look at this. And I've had this trim probably for 30 years, and I was waiting for the perfect place to put it. So I put this on here. I'm really into detail on pillows. And then I got this beautiful trim, and look at this. This is from Samuel & Sons, and then this is Fortuny. For me, it's all about detail. Look, I mean, you could tell a whole story on this pillow. So then I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna karate chop it, put it back. So now let's get to my beautiful sofa. This sofa, this is the trim I was talking about from Brunswick and Fees. They stopped making it, and I totally freaked out, but then they made it for me because I needed that detail. This is a George Smith sofa, which I love. Look at this. You just sit on this, woo, and you're in heaven. You just sit here and hang out. And then I got my beautiful pillows that I had made. Again, attention to detail. Double trim, look at this. This is from Chims and Tassels. This, again, double-sided. You gotta do it. If you're gonna do it right. This is LA, we're kind of bi-coastal. Gotta bring a little LA in, a little yin-yang. You never wanna make anything too heavy. Okay, now let's go over here. My fireplace, which I love. These are from Chesney, had to put these in. Again, you need a fireplace to really bring it all in. We spent a lot of time. Obviously, you could tell it's the holiday season. We just wanted to bring a little life in, so you need pomegranates. You know what pomegranates mean? Love. This one piece, we went to the Gramercy Park Hotel. Yes, I know, it got liquidated, and I freaked out. And we went down and waited in line, and this to me is like the golden ticket. This is from the Gramercy Park Hotel. Seriously, so talk about having a piece of history. I wanted to cry, seriously. This is from there. Look at this thing. And I got this, I had no idea where I was gonna put it. And this is what I love about interior design. I got this, and I just wanna cry. And we put this here, and it just fit. And then, of course, we designed this little clover ottoman, which you need. And then I got these beautiful chairs in New Orleans. Of course, I had to make them white just to, make it easy on everybody. But I love these chairs, they're comfortable. And then again, my table. All right, so this is the parlor. But we have to talk about the most important part of the parlor. Are you guys ready? All right, let's go. Everyone say hi to Finn. Oh, but let's talk about this before we get there. Of course, I have an antique bench that I love. I got this upstate New York, which I love, and then I upholstered it in a Nancy Corzine fabric. Here again, I got this at a flea market, and then it was this ugly yellow. And all right, let's talk about this. See this? It's great, right? Well, I'm gonna sit in this. I'm gonna tell you a little story. I was in Fiji, and I sat in this, and I fell backwards, and everything behind me fell. And my husband says to the owner, "Oh God, I hope that wasn't my kids." Well, it was me. So here it is. I bought the chair, and here it is, and I'm proud of it. I got this in New Orleans on Magazine Street, which was, I love this mirror. I saw this mirror, and I just went crazy. I had to get it. And of course, wherever I move, Buddha comes. I love Buddha. Buddha is very important. So let's walk over here. My beautiful portiere curtains that close. I did this because I wanted to be able to have an intimate moment in the parlor, which you need. Hi. And what's really great about these are John Celadino, which I love. Then I wanted layers because, like I said, layers are really important. So we put a beautiful trim on it. These I think are from, Samuel & Son. And then of course I needed to bring back in some Fortuny fabric, which I love. Look at this. Can you stand it? And again, we got a double layer on each side. Detail, detail, details. To me, that is so important, and a lot of people forget about that. I drive my clients crazy with this. So we'll put that back. Love, love, love. So important, because when you want to have an intimate moment or you're having a dinner party, you want to close it off from the kitchen. That's really, really important.
Before we see Hillary's kitchen, remember to check out homeworthy.com/shop to discover amazing furniture, art, and accessories handpicked by our editors to help transform your house into a home. All of the items are inspired by the episodes you see here on this channel.
Then we walk into the kitchen. I want you to meet Sheila the sheep. Sheila the sheep, I have known since I've been 3 years old. My mother gave this to me as a present, just saying. So if Sheila could talk about all the parties we've had at my house when I grew up and now has come to my house, Sheila would be very scared. So this is Sheila the sheep. I'm very proud to introduce Sheila. So that's Sheila the sheep. Don't ask. I'm just saying. So now we're walking into the kitchen, and this is really also the heart of the soul, because this is more loft-like, which I really like. Like I said, it's an extension of the house. We spent a lot of time in here, and what I love about it, you can be in the parlor and we can have conversations, or we can close it off by the Fortuny curtains, Portia curtains. Oh, I'll show you my stools. I love. These are John Roselli stools, which I love, and they have like a French influence, which I really love, how beautiful, and they're sturdy. And I love it because we spend a lot of time eating here, doing homework, and just hanging out. And I just love the energy of them. And again, this is more contemporary, and this brings in more of an old charm feeling, which I really love. Again, that yin yang, and I love it because this, again, is more of a contemporary kitchen. And I like that feeling because we really have a lot of people over a lot. We entertain a lot, and I like entertaining. So I like having people in here, and I like that these are sturdy. Like I said, I want a house that people can live in. I don't want to be cleaning up and getting worried about anything. So I want something that's livable, and I love it. And this also extends and opens up, so you can put all of this together. So if you're having like a massive party. So for me, I want people to just be able to come in and throw things down and not feel that things are too fragile. Like for me, again, contemporary, not contemporary. These are from Italy, and I like the idea, the yin yang. I like that these are a little bit more old school. Again, these are from Waterworks. I like that these are not contemporary, and I like the idea of that. Again, not contemporary, contemporary. Again, I love traveling, as you could tell. And when we put these shelves in, I got a little pushback from the girls in my office. And they said, Hillary, it looks like you're trying to sell your stuff. I said, no, I want to look at it. I want people to grab it, and I love it. You know, these roosters are an invitation, I think, to welcome people, if I remember what it means in Italy. And I just love these. I got these in Italy. I got these in Morocco. And I know you can buy everything here now, but I don't care because I brought them back, and it makes me happy. We brought these back from Italy. I know you can buy them down the block now, but I don't care. I love that this means half full. I brought these back from Seattle. And I know this is ridiculous, but I love this. My son bought this for me. I like it. I mean, things like this, I think is hysterical. I mean, this is really me. I'm not a good cook. I have a great kitchen. It's really my husband who cooks. I'll admit it. And I like fun things. I want things to be real. Like, okay, this probably isn't, like, live with a passion. It's good. It's good to have this. It's probably, you know, not the coolest thing to have up there, but I like it. And we got these in Amsterdam. So I love all this. And it's important to have things that you love when you walk in your house and know that this is your home instead of hiding everything. I feel like a lot of people go in their house and hide things, and it should be perfect and not show who you are. But for me, this is who I am, and this is my home. And I love flowers, and that's another thing that's really, really important. As you can tell, this is a holiday season, and I celebrate everything. I just love celebrating life. I like celebrating things, and especially what's going on in the world. I just think that you need to uplift with everything, especially if you can celebrate anything. So right now it's the holiday season, as you can tell, my house, and I got some pretty amarellas right here, and I just like things, and I like color. So as you can tell, my house, the color palette is more creams and a little bit mellow. And I do that because I like changing it with flowers. And because we live in New York, there's a lot of energy outside. So I like the color palette a little bit more neutral because I like bringing it in, like I said, with flowers, or if I find something when I'm traveling and bringing it in that way. So this is what I'm talking about when you find something. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna bring you into the next room, which is the dining room now. And like I said, you never know when you're gonna find something. And I told you when I went to Gramercy Park Hotel, when I waited in line, and I found something. I found 2 chairs. And I bought them, and I said, where the hell am I gonna put these things? Well, come on, look at these. I found these 2 chairs, and I had a fight to hold these 2 chairs. There was like 30 of them, and this one woman was trying to buy all of them. And I was seriously had to like throw my body over these to get these, seriously. And I got 2 of them because she was trying to buy all of them to resell them. And so I got 2 of them, yay! Sorry. So I got these. I feel so happy. This is a piece of history, people. Look at these, look at these, look at these, look at these. I mean, look, they didn't really go with my house, but I don't really care. Look at the detail. Gramercy Park Hotel, please stop. I mean, look at these. Oh, so anyway, I'm very psyched. I got these here. I was really super psyched. I bought them, and I had other chairs here before that were very subtle. The other chairs that were here were like cream and very mellow. They're down in the basement with all my other stuff. I just keep putting everything in the basement. It's okay, we're not going to the basement. So anyway, I got them, I put them here. I walk by them, and I'm like, yay! Sorry, just so psyched. Anyway, very proud of those chairs. We spent many years trying to find a townhouse. And it took a long time because we were very particular what we wanted. We didn't want something dark. We didn't want something too big. We didn't want something too small. And it was a very long process. And when we found this place, it just felt right. It had a lot of light. It didn't feel too big, and it didn't feel too small. And we wanted something kind of loft-like because we were downtown dwellers. And when we saw this, it just had that right feeling. So when we walked in, we knew. Now we're in the dining room. As you can tell, we're still holiday season. This is an epic piece. This is a John Hardy piece from Ralph Lauren. I got it when I worked there. Let me tell you something. I don't think there's like any left. I think when John Hardy made it, they only made like 25 pieces, and I have one, and I feel very excited about that. And again, this doesn't really necessarily go in my house, right? But it works because you don't buy things to make it work in your house, you just make it work. And to me, that is the key to interior design. You just make it work. You find something you love and you buy it and you make it work. And that is the key to good interior design. So I have this, barn table in this house that's a contemporary house working with, old country charm. And it works, right? I mean, I think it works. So it's from Ralph Lauren. It's a John Hardy piece, which I love. And I'm going to tell you a funny story. But then I put it with, these are formation chairs with my favorite, as you can tell, it's really old, Mallory Ralph Lauren fabric, which I love. I mean, look how old this is, but oh, isn't this beautiful? And it's worn, which I love. I was thinking about redoing it, but I can't because I just love it. And what's funny about this table, we've had a couple incidents where people forget that it's clear. And somebody will be like kicking somebody under the table not to say something, and they forget it's clear. And we've had funny incidents like that, which I gotta say, it's been very funny. So we've had so many wonderful events here. We love entertaining, and this is a great table. And again, I'll walk you over here. This is our little bar area. This is another antique piece we found upstate. Like I said, I don't like to hide things. I like all my little tchotchkes. My son was into making these cool little bottles. Like I said, I don't like to hide things, and I thought these were cool. To me, this is art. Again, this is from Chesney, which I love I love peacocks. I like having a little place up here to, if I want to work. This is my little workstation. This is from George Smith, and it's a little secretary I got in New Orleans. And I love it because it's like my little, I open up my balcony. I'll open it up. It's kind of yucky out, but it's okay. But I do love this. This is like, I feel like I'm in like another world. And listen to this. Well, not that. Listen. How quiet. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a whole nother world. It's a whole new world. And with my beautiful curtains, look at that. From Chesney. No, I mean from Chelsea Textiles. Look at that. I mean, look, when you sit here, it's like, there's nothing better. Oh, gorgeous, right? So for me, I like to have my moment here, and this was from my 50th birthday. They put a Barbie doll on my cake, and it cracks me up. Again, you gotta have moments that make you happy. So I keep that there with my Wonder Woman. So again, you gotta do things that make you happy, and that makes me happy. We put a lot of love into this house. There's nothing, and I haven't put anything in this house that doesn't mean something. And one thing that I do is I make sure that it's comfortable, that you know, it's beautiful, but it's comfortable. You can put your feet up, that my kids' stuff is around, that you can talk about things, that it's warm, that it's eclectic, that it's old school charm. That's what I love about my house. Now that I've shown you the parlor floor, I'll take you down to the Malibu room and the backyard in a few minutes. But first, I'm gonna take you up to my Sex and the City room. Let's go. This carpet I had done at Stark because I really thought it was cool that it was kind of worn out and it kind of blends in, but I like the energy. And then I did the landing a little bit different to kind of mix it up. Again, these curtains are from Chelsea Textiles. Again, I like the yin and the yang of the modern. And then check these out. These are really cool, these wood slabs from this artist, Nicole Gogolak, and I just really love the energy of these. I think they're really cool and they really kind of pop here. All right, come on up. All right, don't be scared. This is the Wallace Adventure Wall. And this is all the crazy stuff that we've done over the years. We don't have time to look at all this. You'll have to come on over and we can talk about it when you come over. But it's a big wall. All right, let's go. All right, you guys ready? All right. All right, this is my woman right here. It's Wonder Woman, and it's from the greatest artist I know, Molly Hickson, right here. Take a look. I saw this and I almost lost my mind. Now, she seriously is my hero since I've been a little girl. And I saw this and I had to have it. And I bought it, and she has been with me since. And I love this piece. And when I walk in, I just know I'm okay. Look at her. Wonder Woman. And the artist is amazing, Molly Hickson, and she also happens to live down the block, which I didn't know. Yeah, we're friends. She's amazing. She's amazing. So, you know, what can you say? I mean, Linda Carter. I mean, you gotta love it, right? You guys ready? I'm gonna take you to my boudoir. Let's go. Here we are. So in here, I really feel like I've really made it to a serious, beautiful townhouse. This, when I'm in here, this paint is called Gypsy Pink, and I am a gypsy. And I love this room. When I close it, and I'll show you what it looks like when I close all the doors in here. I know I have a lot of clothes, we can talk about it later. I got it organized as much as possible, but I love this room. I have all my stuff in here. I'm gonna take you over here later, but this is it. I'm a hat person. I was almost gonna wear a hat today, but I didn't. I wear hats. I just love this room. Follow me, you stay right there. I'm gonna show you what happens when I close this. Sometimes I just come in here and have my candles and just hang out. My kids will come in and hang out with me. I have my little bench. And behind here, I'm not going to open up because it's kind of messy. I have my sweaters and my shoes. But look at this. This is Benison fabric. Oh, again with trim. Look at this. Can you stand it? So this is my, again, we paired it with something more contemporary. And then we come over here. This is an antique I got in New Orleans. I think I'm really obsessed with New Orleans now that I'm thinking about it. Again, you know, more traditional because I want something feminine. I'm a kind of person that I like something feminine, but then, you know, I love Western. So I kind of go back and forth. And then here we go, all my stuff. That's really what it is. Like, I love a little chaos. Like, I'm chaotic, but I can keep it together. Like, I'm always flying somewhere with a backpack, but somehow I know where everything is. And that's what this is. Like, this is mad chaos. Like, you know, I want pictures on my mirror. I don't want it to be perfect. Everything should be a little chaotic to keep you sane. Because everybody who's too like this, there's something going on if it's too perfect. So for me, this is just a little not perfect, a little great, and I know where everything is. And again, I have my fetish with my slippers. I need slippers. I like knowing where I come from. I like looking up. I like my family. My family is the key to me. You know, my parents, my kids, my nieces, my nephews, my best friends. So this is my anchor. And I like it. You know, I see my friends as I went fishing, you know, I went hiking with the Himalayas. And to me, it's what I do. So now I'm going to take you to my bedroom, but we have to go through a really cool hall. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. All right, so we're going through the hall. I love these pictures. These are my kids. I think these are really funny because they both had hair that stuck up. And so this is my scarf and my husband's scarf. This is my daughter and my son, which I think are very funny. They'd kill me if you knew this. This is Scarlett O'Hara, the queen. And this is my bathroom, his and her sink. These are from Waterworks. Again, I just love the contemporary with the old school. Again, my husband put it up here. He thought that was very funny. This chandelier is from India. I love India. It's my favorite place in the whole world. These are from my great-grandmother. This isn't. This I got in India. But I like, again, putting the contemporary wallpaper with my old, as my kids call it, my old curmudgeon stuff. But I like it. Here's more. I just think it's cool. Actually, I got this in Austria. But that's my grandmother's, the Wedgwood. And I just think it's beautiful. Again, it's detail. Again, I told you the house is skinny, so we didn't have a lot to work with. But we were, you know, you have to be mindful how you do things. So now we're gonna go into the shower. Let's go. So you come in the shower. Here's a shower. And then what you could do is you close it, and then you close that, and you take a shower. So it's really great. See? So you're nice and warm. See? Nice. And then here's a bathtub. I gotta say, we don't really take a bath that much. The dog takes a bath a lot. The kids used to take a bath. We put this up because, of course, I collect perfume bottles. A lot of them are my grandmother's, which are cool. I hung that. I think that's really funny. And again, then this would take me back to my dressing room. Welcome to my room. I see somebody's already in my bed. Finnegan, how'd you get in here? He's always very tired. All right, so this is my room. I call this the cloud room. I wanted to make this room quiet. Not to you, it seems like a lot of stuff in here, but there's not a lot of stuff in here for me. But I wanted things in here that made me happy. It is very feminine. This piece I really love. This fabric is Nancy Corzine. This trim is from India. And I designed this headboard because I wanted something kind of regal but beautiful. This is from Julia B, this bedding, which I love, and it's our initials. It feels very pretty. And then these curtains, I just wanted very simple and white because I had these window boxes installed. So when I look out, I just see beautiful greenery, which really is great. So nobody can look in and nobody can see me, and I look out and see greenery. So when I'm in bed, it just feels very zen. And again, I didn't want to make it too matchy. I got this beautiful rug in Tennessee. This actually is from Shabby Chic, which I got probably 30 years ago. And this is a John Roselli fabric. And then this piece I love. This is an old kneeling bench from a church that I got, which is really cool. And this is a gorgeous fabric that actually somebody gave me, and I don't know where it's from, but it's just this beautiful silk, and I just love this. And this has come to all my homes, and I never know where it's gonna go, so it ended up here, and I just love it. And it's gone in all my homes in different places, and it just makes me happy. And again, here we go. This is just another piece I've had since I moved to New York. I found this in a street. And it's just come everywhere with me. And these are all my things that I've collected all everywhere. I mean, this I got in Turkey. This I got I think I got this in Sweden. And these I've just collected. Oh, and here's my wallpaper I'm putting in it. I have been looking forever for the perfect wallpaper. That's why this isn't done. This is gonna be a mirror TV, which is gonna be really beautiful. So I was waiting. Again, all my collections. How cool is this? I got this in Joshua Tree. How cool is that? And I got this when I was—
It's a cactus.
I know! How cute is that? And I got this like with a great memory. I got it with my daughter and my best friends, Nicole and Graylin, when we were traveling for her 18th birthday. So again, another memory. Look at this wallpaper. Just stop it right now. How gorgeous is this? This is Scalamandri. Look at this. How beautiful is that? So I'm gonna put it along this whole wall, which I think will be beautiful with this beautiful mirror TV. So I'm really excited about that. I've been kind of waiting to find the perfect thing. And of course, like, it just came to me, and it just, my colors, like, it wasn't matchy, it just came. So here we are, this dresser. Oh, I got this when I worked at Ralph Lauren. And this again has been traveling with me for all my million places I've moved. And again, here's, like, I look at this and I see my past and my future, and this is all the pictures of my kids and my husband, and I just love this. And again, these are like things, this is from my grandmother, these are from things I found at the flea market, and just all these really cool things that I can look at and make me happy. And again, this is a antique quilt that I got in India. These I got in China. These I got in England. Boy. So now we're in this little section. There's a lot to talk about. We could be here for like hours, you guys. So first of all, I brought these back from Nepal. We wrapped them up in a sheet from the hotel and brought them back with my best friend Kim from DC. These have been with me for like 30 years or something like that. So these I brought back. Look at this, my signed autograph from Vincent Price. I mean, call me weird, but when I was a kid, I loved scary movies. What 11-year-old asked for Vincent Price autograph? Moi, just saying. Okay. My quilts, and I have a lot more, but I collect quilts. For a while there, when I was a little younger, I wanted to open a pillow store in California on Montana and just have tons of quilts and fabrics and have people come in and pick it with trims, because again, I'm obsessed with pillows and trims, and come in and make pillows. And I'm still not totally done with that idea, so don't take it. And then this piece, I actually got this piece at ABC, believe it or not. And this in my other house, we had up against a wall overlooking Central Park, and we called it the throne, because whoever got to sit in it was the throne. So we'd be like, I got the throne. But now I like this piece because I sit and read. Another piece from Nicole Gogolak I love. And I sit in here and I read and I chill, and it's just so great. I love it. And then over here, this is my side of the bed, as you could tell. All my memories. Again, this is really all the stuff I love. You know, this is when we were in Africa. This I got in Austria. This I got this in Denver. I love this piece. And this is just all of our little travels, you know, India. I got this in Greece. Now we are going into the Malibu room. So we'll take you down. There's some really cool art here that we got in Italy. It used to be above my fireplace in my old house. This is kind of a joke piece of art my friend Kim got. It's supposed to be Ken and Barbie, my husband and I, Dan and Hillary, haha. As you can see, we're celebrating the holidays, a little festive tree. And these are all these little ornaments that we've collected over the years that my kids have collected. So it's a fun tree, not stiff, it's fun. Like, we love LaCroix, we've been to Paris, we like gumballs, okay. So this is a Malibu room. We call it because we're kind of bi-coastal and we like the beach. So that's why it's called the Malibu room, and it feels a little bit different than the rest of the house. It has more of a California vibe, I guess. So that's why it's called the Malibu room. This sofa, we love. It is so comfy. This is from Shabby Chic and is so comfortable. I love Shabby Chic sofas. It's super deep, and these are John Roselli. Everything is custom made. The pillows, because I like everything a certain way. You know, I like to change it up. We always have big fur, fake, don't worry, throws here. This is John Roselli. Oh, this is from Ralph Lauren. I got it from my friend Regina as a Christmas present. Isn't that cool? Like I said, I don't like to put things away and hide things. My kids are artists. My daughter made this in high school, and it's a dress made out of rubber gloves. How cool is that? So instead of like just shoving it away, I thought, let's display it, because to me, this is art. So this is, she made this. So I put it out. I love it. This is just, you know, these are Bunny Williams. And then here, these I found at a flea market, which I thought was really cool. And this has been coming with me in all my homes. I designed this built-in because I like to collect these blue and white vases. These are from everywhere. I love these. Some are antiques, some we've gotten in Amsterdam. I also wanted to be able to put photos of the family. And again, like I said, I like to display the art. This is my daughter's piece of art. It's very cool. And then the best part about this, because we want a cool mood, I designed a really cool backyard. Let's go. It's a little rainy, so put your little raincoat hat on. Let's go. So listen how quiet it is. Listen. How zen. How cool is this? So I got this fountain from France. It came all the way from France. They had to bring piece by piece out. I didn't realize what an ordeal it was, but of course it was an ordeal. We can eat out here. And then right now, we usually have fish in the fountain, which is really cool. And it's cute because a little dog comes up. And then here's a little path. And at night, you gotta see this at night. The whole thing lights up. It's so cool. And then I put this swing in, and then there's a little fairy path. And then we have this swing that you can sit in, which is really cool. And it's really nice. Like, listen, how quiet. And then we put this bamboo in on their side and our side and over there. So we created this really quiet moment. Listen. So it's kind of a cross between kind of an Asian feeling, kind of you're not really sure where you are, and that was what we wanted to create. So I come back here a lot and just kind of fizzle around and sit back there and hang out. And the great part about it is it's almost like, since our house is glass in the back, if you see, it kind of brings back the back of our house. Because of the glass, it kind of reflects the back of our house to the front. So when you're looking, when you're down, it's almost like this is part of the house, which is really important because you never come down the stairs without looking. So it really makes the house feel that much bigger. And it's such an important part of the house, especially at night when this thing is lit up. It's really magical. Welcome to the powder room. A powder room is a really important place in someone's house. People don't think it is, but it really is because everyone in your house is going there. So this is important because this plays for two things. This is the powder room, but it's also the guest bathroom. So it's a little small to get into, but what we put in here is, I designed this sink because I wanted something really sexy and romantic and functional. So I designed this because I like how, I like the shape of it. And look at these, please come here, look at this. How gorgeous is this? Look at the detail. I saw this and I went crazy and I had to have this. Look at this. So I love this piece and I just love the footstool there in case someone little comes, and I just thought, how cute is that? So everything in here, oh, I brought these back from Venice, Italy. How gorgeous are those? So everything in here obviously are pieces of art that we traveled with, and then you'll come back in. And then you're like, oh, what great mirrors. These are like antique mirrors. I designed this to look old school and old world. And you're like, wait a minute, what's behind there? Well, let's look. Oh, wait a minute. It's a shower. Wow, let's go in. So I designed a shower in here for my guests who sleep over. And what I did is I made it gold, and so it's like old school when they're taking a shower, because I wanted to continue the details. Like I said, details are super important. So for my guests to have a shower. So that's what I designed in here, because I didn't want people when they were in the powder room to have to look at that, right? Because who wants to be going to the bathroom looking at that? Not me, not you. So we did that instead. So when they're going to the bathroom, you can come in, you'll close the door, they're looking at all this cool art that we traveled with. Of course, I put something my daughter made. And of course, we had to get a picture of Finn. And you thought I was organized? This is where it all happens. And you know what? I have another storage area. Well, this is Fido. And Fido is going pee-pee. But he's not going out till spring because there's too much going on outside, which you'll see. But I put a collar on him. And I thought it was hysterical. I saw this when I was traveling, and I, of course, had to get one. So I looked high and low, and I found it. So he's going to go out in spring. Look, he's peeing. And I thought that was hysterical, because I like to put things on the outside of my house to make people laugh, because I find that really important. So right now, you'll go outside, and you'll see we're doing holiday. So I put tons of light. Like, you can probably see my house from the moon. And so I'll put him out in spring to make him laugh, because I thought that was hysterical. This is not all my stuff. I have another storage area. This is just stuff in process. Yeah, this used to have nothing in here. This is where my kids used to have parties, but right now the party is here with this stuff. I could do someone's house that's either traditional or contemporary, but it's gotta be what's comfortable for them. It's their lifestyle, not my lifestyle. And for me, what happens a lot is what I see a lot of designers want to do their style. But for me, it's my client's style. I don't want to put that on them. So this might not be for everybody, but this is my family. And when they walk in, I want them to feel comfortable. And I want it to feel love and with pictures and not uncomfortable and not sterile. So that's what I love about my house. And I want people to feel comfortable like Finn, and they can sit on the furniture and be happy and not feel that they can't touch anything. That's what I love about my house.
Thanks for watching. For more home-worthy content, be sure to like and subscribe.